It was one little mistake. You're right, it does look bad that it was a fact check, but I hardly think anyone will notice. Okay. It's a cold one out there. Well, that means it's a good time to remind people about how electric cars are the best vehicles for extremely cold temperatures. We'll start with Alberta. Oh, have you finished your article trying to convince everyone the carbon tax is great because they get their rebates today? Sorry, what? Hey, can I borrow your charger? The cold keeps killing my batteries. Good evening, you're watching government-funded news. Canada is in a population trap, and we should limit our growth to approximately 400,000 people per year, according to a new report by the highly xenophobic and aptly named National Bank of Canada. A situation typically seen in emerging economies, Canada's infrastructure and capital stock is inadequate to support the current population growth, while also increasing our standard of living. The report highlights Canada's recent population surge, our housing supply deficit, and the stalling standard of living for Canadians. Why would Stephen Harper do this?
I refuse to accept the responsibility!
Well, I think Canadians, not just in Nunavut, but right across the country, are going to have a really important choice coming up in the next election. Do we want to continue to fight climate change? Do we want to still continue to look at responsible partnersps, working together to solve big issues? Do we want to continue to work towards reconciliation as an explicit goal in a journey that Canada's on? Those are the kinds of questions people are going to have to ask themselves in the next election, because the Conservative Party under Pierre Poilievre has made it very, very clear that they want to take Canada backwards. All those ways and more. And I look forward to having these conversations with Canadians in Nunavut and right across the country. But for now and for the next year and a half plus, we have a lot of work to do, and we're going to keep rolling up our sleeves and doing it together.
Canada's military is filled with patriarchy, colonialism, white supremacy, heteronormativity, ableism, and classism, and must be remade via an anti-oppression framework of feminist, decolonial, critical race, queer, critical disability, and critical political economy theories, according to essays published in the Canadian Military Journal, the official academic journal of the Canadian Armed Forces. Wow, that is a lot of theories. My theory is that if we get into a war, we're going to lose very quickly. I wonder why recruitment is down.
I'd like to clear up a little misunderstanding. You see, the Canadians would be happy to accommodate you, but they can't because they...
You're white! You're white!
Probably not enough tampons in men's bathrooms.
You're serious? You don't know? Everybody knows you never go full retard.
The Commons Ethics Committee voted to reject opposition requests for emails relating to the Prime Minister's Christmas trip to Jamaica, despite the story changing multiple times on the vacation valued at $84,000.
It's not a bribe. Of course it's a bribe.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Thanks for watching Go FU News. And remember, it's okay if Liberal ministers pretend to be completely blameless for problems that are entirely their fault, as long as they say they're working to address it. Accountability.
In particular, the international student program. And this is where we have a serious issue that we need to address and are working to address now. The international student program in particular has grown just in the last couple of years.
Good night.